for the first part of this video. Go watch the video linked below. For this pseudo-hero's ending, watch this video until the end. The Gorgon wanted his eyes, but the man just wanted to die in peace. After the war, Xentos abandoned the world and retreated to a monastery hidden in the border mountains. But his thoughts were drawn eastward to a kingdom left in ruins by his own hands. Though his people praised him as a hero, Xentos still thought it was one big lie. A lie that has welcomed itself for far too long. Finally, unable to take the burden of memory and guilt, Xentos drank a bottle of poison purchased in secret. He lay down to sleep with a single wish: eternal darkness. Instead, he awoke to the sound of splintering wood. A Satride Gorgon stood over him, a knife pressed against his throat. She demanded to know his past. Xentos repeated the lie he had told 1,000 times, that he spared the king's life out of mercy. But the lie satisfied the Gorgon, so she revealed her purpose. She needed the eyes of a righteous man, and she had come to claim the eyes of Xentos. But Xentos himself was not righteous. Xentos was not a coward, however, so he resisted the Gorgon. He did not want to become victimized by this monster. So with a shard of glass, he stabbed the Gorgon on her side. No blood spilled. Instead, wreathing venomous vipers poured from the wound. They all bit into Xentos. Venom flooded his veins, but he seems to not die from it. The Gorgon was surprised, so she stabbed Xentos. Yet, once again, Xentos survives. The Gorgon's blade struck again and again and again, but still, Xentos does not die. Not from poison, not from the venom, not from the stabbing steel. Confused, the Gorgon noticed the ring on Xentos' finger, the ring of Satride. It was the same ring that had granted the Elder Sun King his unnatural life. She knew of this ring because the Gorgon herself is a Satride. With a swift cut, she severed the ring from Xentos, thus removing the immunity from Xentos. At last, mortality returned. The poison began to work. Xentos finally feels death knocking on his door. He finally can rest and leave the regret and guilt that was haunting him for many years. But of course, he will not die like a coward against this Satride Gorgon. Knowing death is at hand, Xentos courageously turned his head and met the Gorgon's gaze. He did not want to die without honor, nor did he want to give the Gorgon his eyes. In that final moment, Xentos' eyes hardened into stone. Xentos wanted to end his life in his own terms. He was about to die a righteous man. The Gorgon was denied of the eyes of a righteous man. And so passes Xentos, a war priest of Thule.